Hi and welcome back to YourFramer. At YourFramer we get a huge variety of your great precious memories, from your wedding shots, beach shots, moments in time, best friends out and sporting shots, and of course the pets. So we thought in this video we'd give you a bit of a rundown on what goes with what, how to choose your mounts and your frames, whether to use a double or a single to best highlight your precious memories. So here we are with one of our most popular shots that we frame at YourFramer, which is the wedding shots. And here you'll see we've got a close-up here, we've got a lovely beach scene in this one. What we tend to do here is with what we call a double neutral. This gives a depth, and we can either have a 5mm border, but with a double neutral you're best to go a little bit further out. And this gives it a depth at a simple silver frame, and it sets it off nicely. This is going well with the greys. So not introducing a colour in the mount highlights the image more. And then if we move across to our beach scene, we've got some darker colours in there. So what we've decided to do is add a thin black line in here of about 5mm, just a plain white, and an elegant black frame with a silver edge. And that's just going to highlight it nicely. Your distance here is about 60mm, which is what it defaults to in the app, but you can go a little bit wider if you want to make more of a statement piece. Then we move on to another great genre we have is kids. Now what we've decided to do with this one is keep it very simple. You can see it's not a great shot, you know, some people are taking these on phones and other devices that aren't going to give a great clarity, but it's a moment in time you're never going to repeat. So what we've done here is just highlighted the skin tones with an off-white matte and just a simple white frame like this. And keep it a single mount. You can come in on it a little bit if you wish, depending on the space or the affordability you've got with this one, but it's going to highlight it and you're never going to repeat that moment in time. Other kids ones, for instance, once again we have one that might be a great one for the grandparents as a gift. So we can make it a little bit more traditional depending on who you're sending it to. We've got an elegant gold frame, but we've got a skin tone mount here, which is going to highlight the faces. A little bit more creative is then using our blues. So here we're highlighting the hat, and we're making a darker mount there. If you wanted to do a single, you could really go either colour with this one. And we're going to use a natural oak wood frame, which is highlighting the skin colour again. I'm going to bring that out, but the blue's really making it young and vibrant. So that's our wedding and our kids shots, and we'll move on to our other moments in time, our pets and our beach scenes. So we all have those great memories of our travel, and unfortunately most of our digital images either stay on our device or in our computer. But here you can see we've got a great colour array in there of yellows and reds. So what we've decided to do is highlight our reds and really bring them out with this thin red border within, and then a plain neutral here, black frame, but it's also got the gold on the outside. So we're actually highlighting both. We're highlighting our yellows and golds through here and our reds, getting those memories that we've had back on the wall. Continuing that theme of moments in time, and you've got a great friend shot here where we're going to keep it as a neutral. It's a busy shot, so the more neutral you make this, the more you'll see the photo. I mean, the idea of picture framing is that we enhance the photo. And just keep it as a simple frame. What it does is it makes everything stand out. The theme of kids and sports shots, once again I'm going to use a double matte, and I'm going to use the brown because we've got a lot of brown. Obviously the horse we want to highlight. And once again a neutral, but here's another one with a frame that suits the image. You know, we've got a rustic timber frame and we've got a horse, country, outdoor theme, so we've gone for that sort of image there. So at YourFramer, one of the most popular images we see come through is, of course, the pets. And here we've got Lulu with the Santa hat. Now, a couple of different ways we could have done this. We've opted for getting the black of the mane here, and then the colour through here with the frame. So you can see that we could really come down to about 3mm there and just highlight it. Or we could have gone with the hat and done a bit of red. we may have changed that frame to a black then. But just that balance, you know, I think that that brings out the mane, and the center focus will be the dog. So it's a great way of doing it. For those artistic photographers, we've got a stylized beach shot here, and once again what I'm going to do is highlight the browns, and you can see this, how this will come out. We'll highlight this area, and just the brown there brings it out, and then with a rustic oak frame, so it's more of a driftwood look. We're sort of continuing this line here, but you can see that that just brings it out. Now you could have gone quite wide on this, and that would give that a lot of breathing space and really enhance the image. Another one that you can do is, we've got the rusty old car. Now with this one you could use it a few different ways. You could go once again with that brown tones, and I just keep it as a simple brown frame. You can see how that just really finishes that look off. Or we could change this and use a black in there as well. So they're just tips and tricks on what a framer will do. Obviously the use of a double mount really brings it out, but also with the double neutrals you can get a lot of depth. And so once again, the idea of picture framing is that we enhance the photo and make it a beautiful piece to hang on your wall.